In other news tonight, a search underway for a gunman who shot and killed a man early this morning in the Ida Street area. Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean is appealing for the public's help in solving the crime.
After 7 this morning, a man was standing through Ida Street when a vehicle pulled up. A male exited the vehicle. A male armed with a handgun fired several shots at him. As a result, the victim was rushed to hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Police are still the regular appeal for members of the public. If you know anything about this homicide, who might have been going to work, who might have been walking through that corner around that time of the morning, please come forward with this information. This victim is known to us. He was in and out of the system, charged with murder, have been everything, you name it. This victim, these are the victims that we are dealing with. These are not just so-called innocent persons. So we see people, either the suspect is involved in a life of crime or the victim is involved in a life of crime. For most cases, they know each other.
We can also tell you tonight that investigations continue into that robbery at the C.C. Sweeting Senior High School today. It actually happened early this morning. Authorities say thieves made their way onto the campus and robbed school guards, leaving the elderly men shaken up. Janana Ferguson was on the scene.
Police say 4 gunmen jumped the wall and high gate that surrounds the C.C. Sweeting Senior High School in Chippingham shortly after 2 Tuesday morning. They ambushed the 2 male security officers that were on duty inside the school's front security booth. It's there that Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean said the security officers were robbed of their personal items, and the culprits then made their way around the school in search of other valuables and cash.
They robbed them of a cell phone, cash. They searched several areas of the school. It's unknown yet if anything was stolen. We are early in our investigations. We are actively investigating this matter.
Were those officers sexually or physically harmed?
We are actively investigating the matter. We do not know. There are rumors around, but police go on confirmation. So a series of interviews are taking place, and all respect to the individuals involved, we have to do due diligence before we release any details.
Were they tied up?
Yes, they were tied up.
ACP Dean said those 2 security officers, who are older in age, remained tied up for 4 hours until they were discovered shortly after 6 Tuesday morning.
No, they were examined by doctors. You know, it still is a physical state. They're shaken up. These are not young men security officers. They are elderly persons. So that is why the severity of this. That's why we must be able to get these persons into custody, because these are, persons who give their life for country, to make a sacrifice out here in life while a lot of us are sleeping. So we must find this person.
Now, Dean said a similar incident happened at the Anatole Rogers School recently. However, he could not say if these matters are related.
We have a report that at Anatole Rogers a day ago, that 4 men went to the school where they robbed the security officers of a vehicle. But they did not. That's the extent of what we know pertaining to that incident. We don't know if there's a correlation, but we'll be matching the 2 scenes together to determine if this is a trend between the 2 scenes.
Ministry of Education dismissed school early Tuesday in light of the matter, as police remained on campus with other educational officials conducting their investigation. Now, when asked about the level of security at the school, it appeared that the security officers were the only resource. ACB Dean was also questioned on whether or not school patrols during the night will increase.
Police are always on patrol in the nighttime. Sometimes if a criminal hell-bent on doing something, they could watch a car pass, then they make their move, as the case may be. But police, residents, and the Bahamian public could rest assured that we have patrol cars flooding the streets of New Providence. That is why we continue to make arrests every day.
Janana Ferguson, ZNS Network News.